Hello students, in the previous class we have already discussed the phasor solution of finding the current in RLC circuit. In this class we shall discuss analytical solution. That means by analysis we shall decide what the value of I will be. So of course epsilon is equal to V naught sin omega t, and let the current be I naught sin omega t plus phi, and as usual we have to decide what the value of I naught and as well as the phi will be. So let us apply Kirchhoff's loop rule or KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. So epsilon is equal to, I will put epsilon on one side and all the other voltages on other side. So this is supply and all these are drops. So drop 1 is nothing but VR plus minus. Drop 2 is VL. Drop 3 is VC. So epsilon is equal to drop VR. These are all magnitudes plus VL plus VC. Now, what the value of VR is? IR. VL is L di by dt from the chapter electromagnetic induction. And what is the value of VC? Q by C. So, what is the relation between Q and I? Q dq by dt is equal to I, implies dq is equal to I dt, implies if you integrate on both sides, left side will be q, right side will be I dt integration. Now we shall replace q with this. Now this is equal to IR plus L di by dt plus 1 by C. Q is nothing but I dt. Now this is the complete Kirchhoff's law. Now already given let I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi. We have already assumed. So from that we have to first decide what is di by dt and what is integration of I. Okay, what is derivative and as well as integration. So where to write it? Okay, let me write it here. Our I is this much. Then what is di by dt? Di by dt is nothing but I naught omega cos omega t plus phi. Okay. Now what is integration of I? That is I dt is equal to I naught by omega cos omega t plus phi, but integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, so I will put a minus sign here. So then we have to replace all these values here. So next I will write, it will be a long expression, so I will write from the top. So on the left side it is epsilon. So epsilon is equal to I. What is I? I naught sin omega t plus phi into R. So I will first write R into I. I is I naught sin omega t plus phi. Then L di by dt. plus L di by dt is nothing but I naught omega cos omega t plus phi. Then I'll write your I naught omega cos omega t plus phi. Then 1 by c, it will be 1 by c I dt, but here minus sign is there, so I'll write your I naught by omega c cos omega t plus phi, this much. Now the equation is complete. So from here onwards, how to proceed? So here sin omega t, here cos omega t plus phi, here also cos omega t plus phi. That means these two terms are same, only the coefficients are different. So next step, just write it your r I naught sin omega t plus phi, then plus take cos omega t plus phi and I naught also common. So I naught common, inside bracket here it is omega L minus 1 by omega c, outside the bracket cos omega t plus phi, this much. Okay, now I can take I naught common from both the terms. So this will be equal to I naught r sin omega t plus phi plus omega L is nothing but XL, omega c 1 by omega c is nothing but omega xc, cos omega t plus phi over inside the bracket. Look, r sin omega t plus phi plus xl minus xc cos omega t plus phi. So let r is equal to z cos theta. We don't know what the value of z is and what the value of theta is, and xl minus xc is equal to z sin theta. Okay, let. Then you have to put these values in this equation. So what the next equation will be? I have to write again from the top. Okay. Implies epsilon is equal to I naught. Inside the bracket r is there, so in place of r I will write z cos theta. Then sin omega t plus phi, then plus xl minus xc is z sin theta into cos omega t plus phi. Okay, now look, I can again take z outside the bracket. So it will be z I naught inside the bracket sin omega t plus phi into cos theta plus cos omega t plus phi into sin theta. Okay, now look here, sin A cos B, cos A sin B. So very simple, I can write it as sin A plus B, where A is omega t plus phi, B is simply theta. Okay, now this is the final expression. Now what is there on the left side? Epsilon is nothing but V naught sin omega t. This is our epsilon. So So on the left side I will write here, where to write it? Here I will write epsilon is V naught sin omega t. Okay. Now compare the sides. On both sides sine function is there, amplitude is there and phase is there. That means amplitude is equal to, left amplitude is equal to right amplitude, left phase is equal to right phase. What is left amplitude? That is V naught is equal to Z I naught. This is outcome number 1. We don't know what the value of Z is. Then another is phase is equal to also. Then omega t is equal to omega t plus phi plus theta. Omega t is equal to omega t plus phi plus theta. Now omega t from both sides cancel, so theta is equal to minus phi. This is outcome number 2. Now we shall use these outcomes here also. So from this we get that Z is equal to V naught by I naught. One thing, okay, whatever. Then here you look here that theta is minus phi, so I will put R is equal to Z cos minus phi. Cos of minus phi is plus phi, so Z cos phi. Now what is this value? This value is XL minus XC is equal to sine of minus phi. This implies XL minus XC will be equal to minus Z sine phi. Okay. Now let it be equation 1 and let it be equation number 2. From both these equations we can find out the value of Z as well as the value of phi. So how to find it out? Look, R is equal to Z cos phi. XL minus X is equal to minus Z sin phi. Let us square both the sides. Here R square is equal to Z square cos square phi. Then XL minus XC square is equal to Z square sin square phi. Now add the equations. This implies R square plus XL minus XC whole square is equal to Z square whole into sin square phi plus cos square phi, that is 1. So Z square implies Z is equal to root over R square plus XL minus XC whole square. We have already got Z. Okay. Now Z we have got. Now we have to decide. Here Z we have got. That means what is the value of I naught? So from this equation, I naught is equal to V naught by Z, because we have already got Z. Then what is the value of phi? Very simple. What is the value of phi? Divide equation 2 by 1. Equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 is XL minus XC divided by R, left by left, right by right. So right is minus Z sin phi by Z cos phi. So this is equal to minus tan phi, implies tan phi is equal to XC minus XL by R. So this is the value of phi. So we have already derived these expressions in our phasor solutions. So the same result is also here. So what are the values here? Z is the impedance, that is R square plus XL minus XC whole square root over tan phi is equal to XC minus XL by R. So that is all from analytical solution. So in the next class we shall discuss the waveforms from these solutions, that is both voltage and current waveforms, and we shall also consider the power in case of RLC circuit. Thank you.